Hey, everybody.
Hello.
Happy Monday. All right. Let's see. We got a lot of people in the comments already.
You guys waiting for us already? That's awesome.
Yeah, look. We got Pickers. We got Sammy and
Miss
Andy.
Nanda.
Kayla. What's up, girl? Yeah, there's Barbara.
Nanda.
Yep. Hey, Miss Nanda. Yeah. How's everybody doing? Hey, Fun Pie Girl. Yeah, you made it. I saw in your in our last week's live stream, you came back later and commented, and you're like, I never get the notification in time. So I'm glad you made it. Hey, Christy. What's up, Megan? There's
Farmer Meemaw.
Green Gables. Hey, Farmer Meemaw. Annie D. Miss Layla. Hey, Brandy. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with us tonight. When y'all could be watching the Georgia game.
Or WWE.
There's Backyard Eating. Hey.
There's Amy.
There's Amy.
Hey, Amy.
If Junior's there, tell him I said hi.
So hi to Junior.
Stay off your phone while we're
I'm
doing
reading
this.
the comments.
She reads the comments that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't see it.
Our table for 10. Hey. Hey, Miss Darla. Hey, Addicted Prepper. Okay. So glad everybody is here. All right. You guys, we reached 10,000 subscribers. What?
That's awesome.
That's
awesome.
crazy. Oh,
And it's all due to them.
It's
all to you guys subscribing, and what was it? Several of you folks out there really kind of got our names out there and plugged us and shared us. So, man, so thankful.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It is awesome. It
awesome.
really means a lot. Thank y'all so much.
Yeah.
I guess I started this channel 2 years ago.
As Tangy the Caver's wife.
As Tangy the Caver's wife, yeah. And then, how many months ago did we combine our channels? Just a couple of months ago.
2 or 3 months ago.
And it seems like once we became a family channel, it just exploded. It grew a lot in a very short amount of time. So,
Georgia field goal 3 points.
Thank y'all so much. Yeah, so we would like to do a giveaway.
Yes.
Very soon.
Oh yes.
But we've got a couple of bills that we have to pay first, and then it's just real life.
Well, nothing big, but we do want to say thank you and
Yes.
give everybody a chance to at least get something and return and
Yeah.
say thanks and just give back a little bit.
Yeah.
So that'll be coming up. Probably.
Well, before the month is over.
Yeah,
hopefully.
probably within the end of the week, maybe beginning of
Yeah.
next week, we're going to be coming up with something. So we'll probably do a video announcing the giveaway.
White House on the Hill.
Yay,
White House on the Hill. I
Hill.
don't know if you just tuned in. Yes, we love these coasters.
These are so nice.
Yeah, if you just tuned in, we've been thanking everybody for pushing us over the 10,000 subscriber mark. And I'll just say this right now. I just got to. If you have not subscribed to White House on the Hill, you're missing out.
Yep.
Go subscribe to these guys. Let's start bumping them up.
And follow them on Instagram.
These guys
they
are
post
just
really cool stuff on Instagram.
and they're fun to watch. They're a fun family. They're raising chickens like crazy, and they're just a fun family. And I highly recommend them. And the Pratt family, they really helped us. They really just pushed our name out there and shared our videos with other people. So return the favor. Go subscribe to them. There's a dozen other channels I could probably mention.
Oh, yeah. Well, and that's the hard part is if we start naming all the channels, we'll leave somebody
I feel
out.
bad about
and
leaving
then,
people out.
Yeah. But, okay, so you called out White House on the Hill, and you called out the Pratt Family Homestead. Okay, so I'm going to call out 2 of mine. And I would like to do this.
Do I not get to do anything?
Maybe. I don't know.
Adults first.
So, yeah. I want to shout out Hope's Homestead. So, if you're not familiar with Hope's Homestead, first of all, Cherish, who is Hope, is a character in and of herself. She could have her own TV show.
I love her.
She's a Southern sassy mama, and she does. Can you call it underground homesteading? I guess she kind of has to homestead in secret, which they are trying to work that out. And hey, Joshua. So Hope's Homestead. She's a mama. She homesteads. She does all the homesteading things, and she's just entertaining to watch.
They are fun.
Yeah.
Let me know if I can help with that. Oh, I touched the screen. It's a touch screen.
Oh, well, thanks, Josh. We might take you up on that. And then
Is that the blacksmith?
That is the blacksmith. Yeah. Our kids really love it.
The kids were so impressed with the blacksmithing.
Yeah, they talked about it for days.
And
after
I saw
conference.
where he's making like these hair things on Instagram now. Like they're really cool.
Hair things.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
it's a pin, like a. I don't know what they're
called.
called.
Yeah, he did the Celtic
knot.
Yeah,
thing.
The Celtic. Yeah. I did see that. Okay, and so Hope's Homestead, and then my good buddy, I call him my YouTube brother, Daniel Arms over at Arms Family Homestead. They are this close to 10,000.
Yes,
and they're really close.
They'll be there within days, probably. I hope.
Yeah.
Within days, I hope.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, he's awesome.
Yeah, he is awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, and then.
But I hate because we do. I feel like I would leave about a dozen of you guys out.
Maybe we can do this every week as a. We can shout out a couple that we really like.
Next week, Emily, you want to throw one out there? A channel that you like?
Take a look.
Who's already been?
You said. Don't know I get a turn.
We said Arms Family. Hope's Homestead.
Pratt Family.
Pratt Family and White House on the Hill.
White House on the Hill.
Cog Hill Farms.
Oh yeah.
That's mine.
They just reached 10,000.
Yeah.
So I had seen Cog Hill before, like in the chats, but I'd never really gone to their channel. And then when White House on the Hill did their 10 homesteading videos of the year, the number one video was from Cog Hill, and I'm not going to give it away, but you have to watch it. You have to watch it.
It's amazing.
And then like once we saw that, we started watching like all of the videos, and they are so funny.
We kind of binged a couple of nights just watching his videos, and White House on the Hill. That's how I hooked up with the Cog Hill Farms, and the guy's just funny.
He's hilarious.
I like watching him dance.
Yeah.
I love it.
He's awesome. But yeah, you'll have to watch. It's just so
good.
But
that video that they're talking about, which was so good, that kind of won the award over on White House on the Hill. It was simple. Mm-hmm. It was so perfect. It was just simply right, and it was almost like a motivational speaker type.
It was
3 minutes of you can get out there and you can do it. So you got to go watch that video.
And I think one of the things that I love about it is
I can't. I thought it was the I can video.
Well, it's
yeah.
Okay. So the thing that was awesome about this video is that there are some people that put out videos that pretty much say if you don't do things this way, then you're not a real homesteader, or you're not doing it right. And his video was so motivational. I don't know. There's a video that came out several years ago, and it was of a news broadcast of a young football player. He's a high school football player, and they were asking him about the game, and he was like, he was so positive.
Oh, are you talking about you're gonna battle?
Yeah, you gotta fight.
Yeah.
And in the end, it's gonna be all right, regardless of the scoreboard.
His song is called The Scoreboard.
Yeah.
Next week, that's a channel I want to recommend.
Yeah. There's a lot.
But
anyway,
have to wait till next week.
Yeah, but at the end of that broadcast, the two guys that are back in the station, one guy looks at the other one and he goes, "Man, I feel like I can run through a brick wall after that." Yeah. And I was kind of thinking the same thing with that video with Cog Hill. It was just like, I feel like I can do anything now. It was just so great. Let's see. Hey, Natasha.
Don't forget to hit the thumbs up.
Freedom and a budget.
Reading all the comments.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, and I also saw Simple Wife, Simple Life. Man, see, we're just gonna have to make a list.
We got about 80 people watching now,
and
if you missed the first 5 minutes of our show tonight, go back. We kind of, again, we were thanking everybody for pushing us over the 10,000 subscribers limit, and we recommended a few other channels, and next week hopefully we want to recommend a few more.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just still blown away. I can't believe it.
I know. It's awesome. It's a hey, Modern Magic Girl, what's up?
It's humbling.
It is humbling.
Because who would have thought?
Yeah, Modern Budget Girl's here. What's up? Yeah, so okay, now moving on to other things. So we talked about 10K. We're gonna be doing a giveaway in the very near future. Have you guys seen my Salvage store grocery hauls? Thank you so much, Chickawell.
By Salvage store, we have an Amish market, an Amish grocery store, where they buy salvaged goods, scratch and dent goods, and have amazing prices at these stores.
Right.
I get my makeup there because they sell it for under the stuff, because I love makeup, and makeup can get pretty pricey. If you wear makeup, but their stuff is dirt cheap, and it's still the nice brands, and
they're awesome.
Yeah.
Well, the reason why I'm asking is because I've had several questions in the comments asking about what do I think about buying foods that are past the best by date. So this last grocery haul, pretty much everything I bought was past the best by date. I think everything except for the Zarbies.
It wasn't expired.
It's not expired. It's just past.
Big difference.
The best by date.
I used to think that the best by date was the same thing.
Right.
But it's not. It's the best taste.
Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a video on tips for shopping at the Salvage store to answer questions regarding best by date. And the reason why I'm mentioning this to you all now is if you have any questions that you want me to address in the video, let me know. The foods that I would not buy the foods if they were not safe. And there are resources out there that you can look up. There's also a way, kind of like how, when you buy meat on Manager Special and it's you got to eat it tonight or freeze it. Okay, a lot of these foods are kind of the same thing. There are ways to prolong the life. So if you don't eat it right away, you can make them fresh, like we talked about the vacuum sealing and things like that. So yeah. If you have any questions, let me know. And then I will try to address those.
I can't remember who it was. Someone was asking, where do you find one of these salvage stores? I don't know. We were told about it by people that lived in this area.
Right, but I have found more. I haven't gone to them yet.
Oh, really?
But there are a few keywords that you can look up. If anything, ask around, friends and family. You can even call maybe your Chamber of Commerce would be another good place to look. But there are key things to look up, like when you're searching the yellow pages, such as salvage, discount store, scratch and dent.
Yeah, one of them, one of them, not can't talk. A couple of miles from work, there's one that I drove by all the time and didn't know it was a salvage store. I had no idea for years.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they're kind of hard to find sometimes, even when they're right down the road from where you live.
Right. Right. And then
I just didn't know what it was.
I can also talk about. So some of you are saying that you Google it, and thank you. Yes, I love my Homesteader shirt.
The special edition.
Yeah, this is the special edition. This is the Woodland Homestead Limited Edition.
Yes, I love.
Yeah, Amy did a killer job designing it. I can address how to find them, and then also I just had it in my head. Oh, if you have to travel, how to determine whether or not it's worth going. Because the one that we go to is 35 minutes away.
It is So worth it.
I mean, like in my last video, I showed like the retail prices, and then you see what I actually got it for. I mean, the savings are ridiculous, and I seriously have stocked my kitchen cupboards. They are packed full, so it's really a blessing.
And you know, a lot of people are commenting, we don't have any Amish living in our area. We don't have any of these Amish salvage stores. They don't have to be Amish. Other people can do salvage stores or discount like grocery stores. So there's a lot of them in your area. They may not necessarily be Amish or anything like that, but you'll find, if you look around, you'll probably find that maybe there's some closer than you think.
Yeah, and it could be that you might have to plan on going to one once a month.
It takes some investigating.
Yeah, and just some planning. But yeah, okay, well, good. That gives me something to go on. But yeah, I definitely wanted to address the food past the best by date, because it's they're still good food. They're good. They've been preserved. They're not going bad. It's just past its prime. We'll put it that way.
What else? There was something else we wanted to talk about.
Hey, Stacy.
She asked, how does the Amish salvage store compare to the Amish store?
To the Amish store. Okay, so the Amish salvage store, there are two really close to each other, but the one that I've been going to the most is just scratch and dent / like I said, stuff that's past the best by date.
Mostly dry goods.
Right.
And
how it compares to the Amish store that's really close. The Amish store that's close has the typical Amish bulk items. They have a lot of fresh items. They have like herbs, spices, all of that. You know how they do that. And then Amish baked goods. This store does not have those things. Everything is just the stuff that you could find at any other grocery store.
The last one she went to, I would compare it to a Dollar General store.
Yeah.
With a lot of scratch and dent, just cheap. Everything's marked down to 75 cents and $1.
Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and let's see, Arkansas has very few Amish, but tons of salvage stores. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, and there are there's a thing called grocery auctions, where I think it's the same concept, except instead of you just shopping, then you actually have to bid on lots of things.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Somebody actually asked a totally off subject, but someone said, "What I would like to know what is needed for a 72-hour emergency kit."
Funny you mentioned that.
Stay tuned, because there will be a video probably within the next. Well, there's a video coming out tomorrow about tips for being prepared, tips to start you in some prepping stuff. So we will have that video live tomorrow, and that's going to lead into a 72-hour checklist.
Yeah, I'm really excited about the video that Jack has been working on. He's got it's really good. I like it. I think it's good.
I thought it was okay.
Gooseberry, thanks for hanging out with us. Let's see. Somebody else. Oh, somebody asked. The one that I go to, no, it does not have fresh meat like Amanda's. I wish it did. Amanda's discount store has fresh fruits and vegetables, fresh and frozen meats, and man, something like that popped up around here, I would still be ruined.
Well, hello, Georgia.
Thank you, 1870s. We've been working on trying to improve, learning new things, and doing stuff like that with our editing. Tons of different salvage stores out there.
Yeah, we do it on our phone.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. That's one thing I want to get this year, is we want to get some video editing software for our laptop, because mostly what we do right now is on our phones.
Yeah, everything we do is on our phones.
So we want to definitely upgrade that as we continue growing.
Yeah. Layla said she used her Food Saver canning attachment like I did in one of my past videos, so that's awesome.
Go back down.
Yeah, sorry. I don't want to miss anybody. Let's see. Oh, yeah, the bread store. Where I grew up, we had a bread store not too far, and my grandma would go to that. We would go to the bread store with her. Brandy said, need those prepper tips. Okay, here's something. Me and Amy were talking about this. One of the things that I've noticed is that sometimes when you talk with people about prepping, they roll their eyes and like, here we go. Because they're thinking of preppers that prep, like the extreme preppers that you see on TV.
They're thinking of the guys that hide out in the woods.
In the bunkers with
afraid
the
to use
apocalypse. Yeah. But prepping is a practical practice. Say that 3 times fast. Prepping is a practical practice. It is basically like it's the same thing as having a savings account. You set money aside for whatever may happen. Prepping is like that, except with materials, items, with food, with
you know, how many of you have a generator in case the power goes out, or a gas fireplace or something, an extra source of heat in case the power goes out?
Right. That's prepping.
That's considered prepping.
Yeah.
You're preparing for an emergency. So, anyway.
Yeah.
I have more exciting news.
Okay.
It got over 32 degrees here finally. It's thawing out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually could go outside today and not be miserable.
Right.
And tomorrow's supposed to be almost 50?
Yeah.
And
we're supposed to get up to 66 sometime.
Yes, and then the next day they're calling for snow.
Yeah. Let's see. Kim says, "Hi Tangi, where I live, we need to prep for bushfire. We have recently moved into a high bushfire area and need to start prepping." See, that is a great example. When you look at folks like out in California where the wildfires are, even though a lot of those people didn't get to stay in their homes, there were still things that they could do to prepare to leave quickly. And I think you're going to kind of touch on that in your video tomorrow.
Yeah, so one of the tips is, know the area you live in and what what happens. Do you live in Tornado Alley? Do you live in the earthquake zone? Do you live where there's forest fires?
Right. And Freedom in a Budget lives in Florida. And so they had to deal with, she actually had a really good tip, and I hope you don't mind if I share it. I'd never thought of this. But she showed in her video when they were preparing her apartment, they had to evacuate. And she showed where she took, you're going to have to help me if I can remember. She took a glass of water and put it in her freezer and froze it. And then she set something on top of it. So that way, if her power went out and the water melted, then the thing that she set on top would sink to the bottom. So that would tell her that the power had been out. Is that right?
No, there is no such thing as being an extreme prepper.
Well, I don't know about that. But I can't remember. That might be right. And Kelly, well, I don't think you'd be able to link that video. But a glass of water froze and put a quarter on it. Yeah, I thought that was so smart.
Our table for 10. We lived off their stockpile.
Yes.
For nearly 6 months through the furlough. Mm-hmm. I know about furloughs because for many years I got furloughed every year.
Yeah, I think the first 6 years of our marriage, you had a furlough every year.
Yeah.
And that's okay. So my cousin, her husband works for, he's not a truck driver, but he works for a trucking company. And so just like truck drivers have low seasons, so do the people that work in the office. So she and I have been talking, and so she has started building up a stockpile for his low season, because like they're like 3/4 of their pay is gone during that low season. So it's practical. It's just taking care of your family for things that might happen. If somebody gets sick in your family and they can't work, and if you can't use it, you might have a neighbor that gets sick and you'd be able to bless them with that.
Brandy says, I definitely need a generator. We definitely
need a generator. Yeah.
We don't have one yet. Here we are telling everybody else to be prepared, and we need to take our own advice.
Yeah.
Well, this is something we're starting.
Exactly.
This is something we really decided we need to start doing this year.
Right.
So before the end of the year, I hope we have our own generator.
Can I say something?
Yes.
Go for it.
To Bobblehead Homestead, our neighbors would not want to work with us on that, I guarantee you right now.
What?
What did he say? I missed it.
He said, my neighbor's a prepper, strength in numbers.
Yeah, we don't have any neighbors that would probably go along with that. Maybe one.
One for
neighbor.
sure.
We have one. The others, nah.
Yeah.
No.
But yeah, and again, we're kind of getting into the video he made, but it's 8 practical tips for beginning.
Yeah, it doesn't get into it's just tips for beginning.
Exactly.
It's not, it's later on we will get into specific items and things, but this is just the startup.
Right.
Get the ball rolling.
I like how Amy said, talk to your neighbors, but don't tell everyone. You definitely don't want everybody to know what you have.
Know what you got.
No, because when they run out, they're going to remember that you've got it, and they will come after yours if things got desperate. Yes, Kelly said, generators are a game changer. Ron said, we lived on our stockpile for 4 months while I recovered from my heart transplant. That is awesome. Ooh. It's like Aflac.
You never know when you're going to get sick. It pays
the prep. That's right. Yeah. If you're hurt and you can't work, stockpile. Preps. Let's see. Don't know how to highlight, but St. Augustine is amazing. Whenever you're in the chat, if you're on your desktop, if you hit the @ sign and then the person who you're talking to's name, it will highlight. No one else will be able to see the highlight except that person. So that's how that works, Sammy. Sometimes you get lucky with neighbors, though. Sometimes you don't. Yeah, that's very true.
Well, I got to read these comments carefully. I misread one.
Oh, okay.
I agree. Our neighbor's not the nicest. I thought they said our neighbor shot the nicest. Oh. Not the nicest people.
Oh, wow. Let's see. Hey, Mama Bear's Homestead. Let's see. Kayla said, I wish they built houses with root cellars like in the olden days. Me too. And there's somebody else. Sorry, I'm going to move this. Somebody else popped in and I wanted to say hi if I didn't already. Craig Myrtle. Hey, Craig Myrtle. She was really nice to share our channel on her Instagram today. It was very kind of her to do that. Let's see. That's what trapper knowledge. Yes. So Joshua says that's what trapper knowledge is for to defend against the invading hordes. Yes. That might be something that you want to address in another video.
We have Alaska watching.
Yeah, it's Alaskan Mama Vlogger. Yeah, she has got an awesome vlog, and it's funny because I watch her videos and I'm thinking it doesn't look so cold there like you would imagine, but then I'm thinking they're used to the cold. Yeah. And so they're like in t-shirts when it's 40 degrees and like, oh, it's so warm outside.
Well, they're used to colder weather year round, but their winters, temperature wise, it's not too much worse than what we've been having there lately.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, my grandparents actually lived in Alaska for a little while. They lived in Anchorage. So Al Lumna, I'm pulling up YouTube on this other tab because Al Lumna mentioned you can build a root cellar, and he knows because he actually has just done it. So I'm gonna see if I can find the his video really quick and share it with you guys so y'all can watch it later. Root cellar.
So, Homesteaders of America is doing a giveaway, I saw. You can go to their Facebook page and share and comment on there. They're giving away some tickets, I saw. So, you guys jump in on that. Somebody get some free tickets.
Yeah. I don't know why this isn't working. Okay, we'll have to do that some other time because that's not working. Let's see. Don't forget, when your Mylar and bucket food start to expire, you can pressure can it for another year. Yep. Yeah, there we go.
Yep.
So building our root cellar. Let's do that one. Ooh, Al, I didn't realize you had gotten so many subs. I knew you had hit 10,000, but it wasn't that long ago, and now you're over 17. Yeah, that is awesome.
That's awesome. He's killing it. Are you done?
No, I haven't even done it because you were moving the mouse.
Oh, I was wanting to go back.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay.
You going to share this? Copy the link and share it?
I was going to.
Okay.
I'm going to have to click on this, though.
Well, yeah.
All right. I know Jackie's not patient, so I hope y'all are more patient than he is.
Do it.
Just do it.
It's like in radio, they say that not the silence.
Okay. Here we go.
Backyard Eden said, one of my main goals for 2018 is to get better about canning and preserving food from the garden.
There you go.
There we go. Okay.
I just shared it.
That's the link to Al's video on building his root cellar. Let's see. Okay, what are my main goals for 28? Okay, yeah. That is a really great goal, and it's certainly
Big Bear Homestead. Hi.
Hey, Big Bear. We were actually talking about y'all today.
We were talking about y'all this afternoon. We won't tell what. No. Yeah. No, we've been missing you guys because we hadn't been watching any videos lately, and we need to start watching y'all again.
Oh my gosh!
Someone said, "Congrats! I subscribed from Amanda at the fundamental."
What are you? Oh my gosh!
Al said when his channel hits 20K, they are giving away a chicken plucker. What? If you haven't subbed to Al's channel, now is like a really, really good reason. That's awesome. I want to start making YouTube videos. Any advice? If you film with your phone, don't hold it up and down.
Yeah.
So many people do that when they first start, and I don't know why.
Hold it something stable to hold it on.
Get something stable.
Try not to hold it with your hand because it's very shaky.
It is very shaky.
And I know that a lot of people cringe at that.
Yeah, a lot of my videos are shaky because I talk with my hands. So when I'm holding it, I'm like, and blah, 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 blah. So, and be yourself.
Jason, you're not watching the ball game?
He said go Dogs.
Oh, okay.
Darla wants to know, do we buy flour in bulk? I don't, and I will tell you why. At our Aldi, it breaks down to be cheaper price per unit to buy it at Aldi than it does to buy it in bulk at Sam's Club. So that's why I do not buy it in bulk.
Any more searches for a new homestead?
There's really been nothing.
There's just nothing
in the winter. No one really goes up on market. In the spring it's always.
We are still looking, but we haven't found anything that would even cause us to go tour it, see it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like we've said before, even though we are not in an ideal area where we can get animals and things, we still have a nice home. There's nothing wrong with it. So we are able to take our time and really look for something where we can see ourselves stay for a really long time.
Yeah, that's the one great thing is we have the luxury of actually being a little picky because we've got a good house. We've got a nice enough backyard where we can still grow a ton of stuff in our garden. And we just want that extra land where we can expand with livestock and chickens and stuff like that. But, yeah, we don't have to be in a hurry right now. And that might be a good thing because that will give us time to build up a little bit of equity along the way.
Right.
You know, and get caught up on bills and stuff like that we've got out.
Right.
So, but we are looking. We've not stopped looking.
Right. Yeah, and like we said before, it's just the market's just nobody's selling right now, and I think it's because we just had the holidays and everything. But come spring, there'll be a lot more to look at.
You want to respond to Darla?
Do we watch Tim Farmer only every Saturday at 6 o'clock?
Farmer's Country Kitchen.
We love Tim Farmer. Actually, Darla lives in East Tennessee, out there near where my family lives. Not Tennessee, sorry, Eastern Kentucky.
Okay.
Out there where my
around
family
London.
lives. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we won't say exactly where she lives, but she's out there. Let's see. We need pigs. Al says.
Someone asked if we have a sweet tea recipe video. No.
One of my first grocery hauls, I talk about how I make sweet tea.
It's not that hard.
But we can tell you real quick.
Well, it's easy.
You just take.
I wish it was harder.
Is it easy?
I wish it was harder.
How would you know?
We say this because we're the only two ones in the house that makes it. I don't even drink it.
Oh, he's coming to Cumberland Falls. Oh my goodness. Tim Farmer is coming to Cumberland Falls. Yeah, you know what? After Jack always asks me, like, what do you want for Christmas? And after Christmas was already, like, we'd already shopped for Christmas, we were watching Tim Farmer, and at the very end, he shares his cookbooks. And I'm like, oh, I should have asked for a cookbook. maybe one of these days. But yeah, I would love to meet him and his wife. They are so awesome. Oh, Craig. Oh, I hope you do make it to the conference. That would be so good.
Come on down.
Yes. Carissa said, "Don't move in the winter." I do not do budget videos, but Freedom in a Budget does budget videos. Modern, or is she still here? Modern Budget Curl does.
Yes.
Simple Wife, Simple Life does.
Yeah, there's some great people to network with on that. Yeah. Definitely.
Let's see. The same way. Sweet tea. Oh, Ambi Crafts reads earlier asked, does anybody like to craft and or read? And yes, all of the above. Backyard says, I'm watching on ESPN, but I'm sure it's on another channel. Oh, there she is. Okay, good.
Ball game?
Yeah, Modern Budget Curl. She does budgeting videos, and she's done some like grocery hauls and stuff. And she's doing the Dave Ramsey thing. So, and I love watching people do that and watch them pay off their debt is so encouraging and so inspiring. I love it. Let's see. We have a great budget video community. Come check us out. Yeah, they do. And how Kelly in Freedom in a Budget does hers, like she has it up like on a spreadsheet, and you can actually see how she does. They're all just great. Yeah. All just great.
You need to get off your phone.
She's reading the comments. Let's see. Be sure to message me. Okay, Josh, we will certainly message you.
We will. Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Thank you for the
offer. Darling, it is not weird to love grocery hauls. I love watching them too, and I do them.
Probably our most popular videos that we post. Lord. It's got to be, bar none.
Yeah, whenever I started the Amish salvage store hauls, like 6,000 people watched the video, and I'm like, it's awesome.
I ran into a good friend of mine just randomly at the gas station. I won't say who it is. They could be watching, but we hadn't ran into each other in a while. And he was just like, hey, we've been watching your videos and we want to get together with you and start talking about homeschooling because they want to homeschool their kids.
Yeah.
And I thought that was awesome that they had actually saw us and thought about connecting with us in that way.
Right.
You got something else. We both are starting something today. I don't know if you want to talk about that or not.
Yeah, we can. No, I'm getting back on my Weight Watchers today. I started this morning, and which is great because Weight Watchers has started they've redone their plan, which Kelly knows all about it because she's on Weight Watchers too. And yeah, I've been really successful. I've lost 22 pounds. I did gain back. How many did I gain back? I went from 7. I've gained back 7 pounds. So, and that was over the holidays. Yeah. So I need to get that off. Plus, I'd like to lose a little more.
Thanksgiving and now.
Yeah, I'd like to lose a little more.
Me too. And I'm doing it too. Well, I'm not doing Weight Watchers, but I'm losing weight. Yeah. This is actually the only glass of sweet tea I've had today. I've been drinking water all day.
And this is the only jar. I've been working on this jar of water all day. I put a little bit of
You've only drank half of it every day?
Yes.
What?
Wow. Yeah. I've put
you gotta drink a lot of water.
I know. I don't like water. That's my problem is I get to a point where I like water and I even crave it, but I'm not there yet. I have to get back because
you need to start flavoring it.
Well, I put some apple cider vinegar in it.
Put some lemon in it.
Which helps. I do the Bragg's, just a little tiny splash of it because it's good for vitamin absorption and it's got the natural probiotics and everything in it. But yeah. Kayla, so what happened with me and Trisha's videos when we were doing the Mama Gets Fit? So my schedule is crazy and I was actually doing two or three live streams a week. I was doing Mama Gets Fit, Southern Mama's Coffee Break, and then I was doing one on my Facebook page on Fridays. And I let them all go because I homeschool, I work from home, I'm a homemaker, gardener, and it was just too much.
She loved all of it, and she did great.
It was hard
she was spreading herself so thin.
I was so stressed. Yeah. You can ask my family, all of my close friends. I was just like, I can't do this. I've got to let some things go. And it's hard for me. It's hard for me to say no to things, but that's why. And I haven't done any videos, any Wellness Wednesday videos, just because, time is hard for me to commit to doing something right now. But anyway.
Yeah. Thank you, Backwoods. Awesome job.
Thank you. Yeah, we are so excited.
Yeah. So you could put cherries? I never thought I'd put cherries in the water.
That would actually be really nice.
Cucumber.
In the summer we grow basil and lemon.
What's that? Dehydrated water that
it's twice as rich.
Lemon. What do we grow? Lemon something?
Lemon balm.
Lemon balm. We put basil and lemon balm, and then we get the essence of that into the water, and it tastes superb.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Yeah,
hand me my coaster.
I do need to flavor my water.
Use my coaster. White House on the Hill coaster.
Let's see. Have we always homeschooled? No. Our kids have done private school, they've done public school, but we've homeschooled for the last 4 years. Mm-hmm. So they've been exposed to all of that, and then and now we homeschool, which is it's really been a blessing to our family, and we highly recommend it.
Yeah. I saw Mama Bear's Homestead said that she wants to homeschool, but she says it looks too hard.
It depends on what your definition of hard is.
And your children, I say.
And your view on what is an education. Yeah. I mean, it varies from everybody. Yeah. It's just a matter of finding your own flavor of homeschooling, if that makes any sense. Probably not.
The dog is asleep.
So excited to see. Oh, the tomato powder. Yeah. That's something I just started doing. Was it last year? I started doing the tomato powder.
Is that from your video today that you posted?
Yes, that's what she's talking about. And I really enjoy having it. If I'm cooking something, like I put it in taco meat, just to kind of have that, like that tomato kind of sauce in there. And it's just so handy. It's so handy to have it in the thing. Oh, and I was watching, I don't know if you guys watched Daddy Curbs, but I was watching his live stream Saturday. And Kate, his mod that comes over to his house and helps him mod the stream, she was talking about how she dehydrates pumpkin and sweet potatoes, and she grinds them up. And I can't remember how many pounds of sweet potatoes she did, but she said when it was all said and done, after she dehydrated them and ground them up and put them in a jar, she had like this much of dehydrated sweet potatoes. Oh my goodness, Backwoods! Thank you so much. That's our first super chat. Wow. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Wow.
Yes, this is a first.
This is a first. I don't know what to say. I'm like, thank you. Oh my goodness. Okay, so what was I saying? Oh, talking about, okay.
Never had that.
I know. Like, I don't even know. I don't know what to do with my hands now. So yeah, she was talking about how with the dehydrated
do the coghill dance.
Do the coghill dance. If I did, I would. Oh man, I wish he was watching. That'd be awesome. Well, I'm like all flustered now. So anyway, so with her dehydrated sweet potatoes, she said she boils 2 cups of water and then adds like 2 tablespoons of the sweet potato, the dehydrated sweet potatoes, and then like has 2 cups of mashed sweet potatoes. And I thought that was brilliant. So sorry, it took me forever. I'm still like my head's buzzing now. So thank you so much, Backwoods. That's amazing. Right.
Mm-hmm. She said her child is 4 and always dreamed of being homeschooled.
Okay. So here's the beautiful thing with your child being the age they are now. Right now, read to them. Read, and that teaches them more than I think we realize, because not only are they they're getting their imagination sparked, but if they follow along, if they're looking at the words with you, they are learning words and they are learning punctuation without even realizing that they're learning it. So I think this is a really great time to start because, see, here's the thing about parents. We teach our kids things their entire lives, whether we homeschool or not. I mean, your child doesn't learn how to tie their shoe on their own. They don't learn how to use the bathroom on their own. We teach them. We are their natural teachers. So adding some addition and subtraction to it, just, it's just like another natural progression. Like I'm like seriously so flustered, like I'm hot now. Oh, so funny. Okay. All right.
She left.
I'm back.
Oh,
I
she's back.
was taking my vest off because I'm like,
Miss Stacy Drake said homeschooling is challenging, but it is so worth it.
Yeah,
it is.
Charles is going to be graduating soon, though, right?
I think so.
Yeah, he's a senior.
Okay, yeah. So you're already doing good. Let's see. Currently homeschooling 3 are in public school, and 2 more babies here with me. Yeah. Let's see. Enjoy minor in college now and doing very well. It's best find one in your area. Yeah. So Mama Bear is talking about finding a homeschool community.
Yeah, I knew somebody would say that.
What?
Is having a hot flash. Yeah, I've never had one before. It's just, but no, that's just so awesome. Thank you so much. Let's see. Oh, Kayla wants to know, Emily, do you like being homeschooled?
Yes.
Yeah, she said yes.
She said
I don't know if
yes.
you hear. Yes. Let's see. Crepe Myrtle, you rather water bath can or pressure can? I have finally worked up the courage to pressure can.
No.
I haven't done it yet, but I have brought my pressure canner in the house, and it's actually behind me. So here's it sounds, you hear all the horror stories.
It went from the garage to the kitchen, so that's step 1.
Yes, baby steps, steps.
And then step 2 is taking it out of the box.
Yes.
She had to confront the monster under the bed before she addressed it.
Yes.
It's a pressure cooker.
She is too. She says, I'm terrified
it's a pressure
of
cooker.
Oh, no, that's somebody else. Yeah. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do.
Pressure cookers are pressure canners.
Here's what I'm going to do. Okay, first I have several friends who have been pressure canning. Amy being one of them, who they're just like, it's okay, honey. It's not that scary. It's okay. And that's what I need is just, to be baby through the whole thing. But,
you can't cook fried chicken in that.
Yes, you can.
How?
It's a pressure cooker.
With
Colonel
oil.
Sanders did it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bonterre, I've seen some of your videos where you got like all the chicken broth, and I'm just like, oh, I want to do that. So what I've done is I've been watching videos. I've read my pressure canning manual, and one of the things that I have a Presto 23 quart pressure canner, and one of the things that it suggests, which I'm totally going to do this, is to go ahead and put water in it and then run through like a canning session without actually having jars of anything in there, just so that way you can see and get a feel of how the different components of the pressure canner works.
And go ahead and film it. That way, in case something happens, we'll all have it on record.
That does not make me feel better.
And share it for our 10,000.
It's easy. It's easy.
Yeah.
I'll do it. I'll do it first.
Mudpie said her first pressure canning session was split pea soup. Yeah, I think I've got a lot of pinto beans that I want to try, and then the Needy Homesteader has a video on how to can chili beans, and we love chili, and we've got a lot of ground deer, and we love deer chili.
Yes, big fan of chili.
And it looked really simple. I don't know why I thought it would be very complicated, but it's not. It's tomato sauce, beans, spices, water, pressure canning.
I love how Big Bear's like updating us on the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in the next room. If you see me do this, I'm watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tracy of Northern Michigan says, if you can do it,
not helpful, Jack.
If I can do it, you can. Yes, thank you.
Remember those tea towels you used to make? I can.
I eat local because I can.
Yes.
Get the pressure regulator for that Presto. It will help. Pressure regulator. You're talking about the. I've got the little weight. Is that what you're talking about? Let's see. Watch
talking
Tim
about
Farmer's...
the valve that shows the pressure.
Oh, I think
it's got one of those on there though.
Go dogs!
Georgia scored.
I know I do need another rack so I can stack my pints. Darla says watch Tim Farmer's videos. I just watched his videos on how to can meat. I think they did fish, chicken, deer, and sausage. Was it sausage he did in that video? It was really good. And here I thought my KitchenAid mixer was intimidating. Right?
Yeah. I guess Tim Farmer's done some videos
You could
on
just
it.
can water. That is true, Leanne. I could just can water. That is very true. You can pressure can water for emergencies and to have it, and you know it won't go stale or anything.
She said she's got the same one.
Yeah, sweet tangy girl.
Did you tell her what you have?
I have a Presto.
Yeah, it's right there behind you.
Yeah.
You can hold it up if you want.
Let's see. Got the same pressure cooker.
Oh,
yeah,
it's another weight that helps.
With your specific weight. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Put vinegar in the water. What does putting vinegar in the water do? That's interesting. I'll have to look that up. Backwoods just caught up on the video. My internet is acting up. So happy for your first super chat. That was awesome, and the dance was great. Thank you so much. What?
Do we have any regular vinegar?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like why use a little? If you put like an egg in there and leave it there for 24 hours and take it off and peel it, it's like completely solidified and it's like a bouncy gummy type. And I really
wait until after my next grocery haul because I think we've got 2 eggs. We'll do that later.
Left. Yeah, we're about out of eggs. We ain't gonna make gummy eggs right now.
Let's see.
We'll try that though.
Yeah, I really like the Needy Homesteaders videos. She is super helpful. Let's see. It was funny. Addictive Prepper. I saw one of your comments on, I think it was my last grocery haul video. You were like, prepping is addicting. I know the signs. And that cracked me up. I thought that was funny.
I only have 10 minutes left.
Okay.
Yeah.
Battery's about to die. Love you. Okay. Thank you for hanging out with us.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we've got.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up.
A few more minutes.
Our hour's almost up. We got a few more minutes left.
Yeah. Let's see. I was scared to use my Instant Pot for the first time. Yeah, that's something I try to tell myself. Is I also have a pressure cooker, and so I'm thinking it's kind of the same thing.
I have a question for you guys. Do any of you have an air fryer? And if you do you like it? Because my friend's mom got one for Christmas,
got one.
and she tried to make French fries, I think, in it, and she said that it was a lot of work for such minimal payoff.
Okay.
Sounds like something she would
an
say.
air fryer? Like a super heater, super air heater?
Air fryer. Mm-hmm.
And I think she made chicken in it too.
Sounds like a ultra super like dehydrator type thing.
Yeah. So if you guys have it,
I want to see that sign. It says spearmint with the egg. Yeah, we'll have to wait because we only got 2 eggs left, and we gotta wait until I get groceries.
Yeah, I told him we would do it because that sounds interesting anyway, and that could be part of a little class that we do here in the homeschool. We could combine that with chemistry, food, prepping, all that.
Yeah.
Got quiet.
Small batches. I know. I'm reading. Okay. See, Backwoods Rose has one.
Oh,
it works great.
Yep. I love my air fryer. It works great.
For a family. Oh, so Green Gable said air fryers are great for a family of 2, but not a family. It's too small. Works great, though.
There you go. Yeah.
Good night, pickers. Thanks for hanging out with us.
good night.
Were you fixing to start singing? Good night,
Yeah, but then I realized how much I love that song.
Yeah, when the kids were little, and your parents can tell us if y'all had specific songs that you sang for your children. Good night, Addicted Prepper. Thanks for hanging out.
Thank you.
So when Parker was little, I would sing to him "Beautiful Boy" by John Lennon. Whenever he was asleep.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
And then for Emily, we would sing "Good Night, Sweetheart," and she would cry when we sang that because
you remember that?
I remember the trauma well.
The trauma.
Trauma. But I was thinking that, and
Mom was a good singer.
what is the other one I would say?
I'm a bad singer.
I don't care
Maybe
how well
Lean
she
on
sings.
I'm trying to remember the song.
Good night, sweetheart.
What?
Well, it's time to go.
Oh no, the "Stand by Me." I would sing that. I would also sing that one to Emily. But
Midnight.
I like that one.
Which one?
Stand by me.
How's it go?
Emily's triggered. Yeah. But anyway, okay. They sold different sizes now. Talking about the the air fryer. But anyway, when we would sing to her "Good night, sweetheart," she would cry.
Yeah.
Because she felt like we were leaving her.
Yeah.
Like leaving her.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's a mess. Yeah. She had abandonment issues, I think.
Well, no, I also had some pretty gnarly dreams around this time, if you will also remember that.
Yeah.
The wolves?
Yes.
That was creepy.
Yeah, she dreamed wolves were after her.
I swear there was a wolf in my room. I swear.
Yeah.
She woke up. The dream to her was so real.
I remember it.
It was like one of those night
to
terrors.
this day, and it still
there was a wolf in her room trying to attack her.
It was smelling me.
Thanks, Budget Girl. Thanks for hanging out.
I can vividly remember. I heard it and I felt it on me.
She felt it breathing on her neck.
I felt it.
Thank you. Good night.
And so I turn around to it and I can see the shadow raising up.
So she was crying. I went into her room. This is when she was still in a toddler bed. So I lay down with her in the toddler bed and I'm going, it's okay, just go back to sleep. And then she would lift up and she'd go, do you see it, Mama? I was like, no, go back to sleep. Go back to sleep. Like she was starting to creep me out. Oh my goodness. So
Are we buffering?
Oh, we're buffering. Yeah.
Get off your phone for a minute, Em. We're buffering.
Okay. Chat disconnected. Uh-oh. It might just may have quit us.
Seriously, turn your phone off.